Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, make fun of, laugh at stuff over here. Links down in the description if you'd like to support the channel. www.mcclures.store is the website. You can buy quality American products. Help me out. Keep me making videos. Support the country. All that good stuff. We're going to be getting into an InfoWars ban.video video today. That sounds weird. Ban.video video. I don't know if you guys watch InfoWars or if you guys check out Alex Jones or not. He's pretty much only on Rumble now unless you go directly to either Infowars.com or ban.video. And I think ban.video also started getting blocked, like on Twitter and stuff like that. You can't share links with that URL. So I know that Alex Jones just created another URL where you can post links and share and that kind of stuff. It's weird that they do that kind of stuff. A URL is like 10 bucks. So to force a company to spend 10 bucks to share content is really weird. Super weird. Alright, so this is some more on the banking issues, but also on SVB's ties to Epstein. So that's why I saved the video, because I was actually curious on what info this is going to be coming up with.
Weeks before the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, several executives sold off large shares of stock, while mainstream media tells its audience to invest in them. On March 9th, the day before the collapse, Israel's two largest banks pulled up to $1 billion out of SVB, while Peter Thiel's Founders Fund withdrew millions and advised their clients to do the same. The next day, there was a run on the bank, and Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. Is this evidence of a controlled demolition or a hasty one? The day before the collapse, a U.S. judge ordered J.P. Morgan Chase to turn over documents in a lawsuit accusing them of aiding in Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking operation. The team behind this lawsuit was the same team who successfully exposed the involvement of Deutsche Bank, and they subpoenaed several other banks they believe were involved in sex trafficking, including Silicon Valley Bank, and Bank Leumi, the Israeli bank that drained $1 billion out of SVB the day before it collapsed. Whatever the reason, the U.S. government's response threatens to collapse the world economy. The FDIC insures up to $250,000 for each depositor, but now they are going to cover all depositor losses. And they don't have enough to cover the $175 billion of SVB losses, let alone the trillions of dollars to be lost on the near horizon as banks across the world begin to break. The systemic risk among GSIBs, global systemically important banks, is that they are so deeply connected that when one falls, they will all follow. Much of the world's economy is already collapsing due to the actions of the U.S. government and the Federal Reserve banking system. And much of the world has been preparing for the end of the U.S. dollar as a world reserve currency. After all the smaller banks die, the people will be left with the central bank, and their solution is the CBDC. CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. With CBDC, there are no more options. Everyone's account is run directly through the central bank system.
As the financial system gets more controlling and more invasive, it's a little bit like bringing up a corral around us. And CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, and vaccine passports or digital IDs are sort of the last shutting of the gate. It's hard for many people to imagine the risks here because we're so used to living with financial transaction freedom, and we don't understand that when this gate closes on us, we literally will be sitting in a system where the central banks believe that our assets belong to them, and they can dictate where we can spend money and what we can spend money on. If you don't behave, you can have your money turned off.
That's facts. That's facts. Amik, the chat in Rumble is now working. Looks like the issue, well, I don't know, they might have fixed an issue, but apparently on Rumble, you have to verify your account before you're allowed to chat live. So when I was having some people test it, apparently the people I was having test it were not verified. So it should hopefully be shaking and moving now. We're hoping so.
There are 12 Federal Reserve banks, which are located in cities being considered for the 15-minute city model of the World Economic Forum. This is where it's all headed, and there isn't much pushback in the federal government. Utah Senator Mike Lee introduced the No CBDC Act last September, which will likely go nowhere. But we, the people, have much more sway over our local governments. An Oklahoma House committee unanimously passed a bill to protect Oklahomans from being forced to adopt a CBDC. It's time for we, the people, to unite with our neighbors and local communities and prepare to liberate ourselves from the central bank system. Recall our corrupt county officials and start looking into local barter and trade systems, because central bank digital currency is coming at us quickly, and it equals financial enslavement. Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg Reese.
Greg Reese, reporting for InfoWars. Okay, definitely some interesting ties there. That's one thing that InfoWars does really well, is they'll take 5 different news stories that are going on and show you where or how they connect. So apparently, Epstein has ties to all major banking institutes, which we kind of knew, seeming how he was like a money scrubber for super wealthy pedophiles. Obviously, if you're scrubbing money for super wealthy pedophiles, you're probably, what's it called? You know, hooked up with all these major banking places. Definitely an interesting story. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what your conspiracy theories are and what's going on. Let me know any dots that you guys have connected. Links in the description if you want to help support the channel. www.mcclures.store is the sponsor. They sell quality American products. See if they sell anything that you like. If not, just buy something because you want to support me. You know what I mean? All right, guys. I appreciate you stopping by.